Yo, what is going on, everyone in the crypto space? Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel today. Really do appreciate it. I got a couple pieces of information for you guys I'd really like to share today. Just all awesome piece of information. And let's just go ahead and get into it. I really do think you guys are going to enjoy this one. This symmetrical triangle, it is still just in the triangle. It's like kind of barely at that bottom trend line. So honestly, we just got to really spectate the next couple weeks and see what happens. So, xRapid Crypto will send me a direct message and he tweets out a link from CoinDesk which says Fidelity may formally launch its crypto custody service in March. Now, usually with crypto media, when I do see articles which say something along the lines of a person familiar with the situation told CoinDesk Tuesday, it typically means, yeah, you're not going to get the source at all, and you really just have to rely on their credibility as a journalist. However, the reason why I'm going over this is because it doesn't seem like it would be false information, because Fidelity did confirm a couple months ago that they are going to get into crypto, like just a crypto custody service. And again, Fidelity has 100% confirmed information. This was Fidelity. They also said, like, I believe it was either Fidelity or Ameritrade. I'm pretty sure it was Fidelity, though. Correct me in the comments below if I am wrong, but they said that they were researching the top 5 coins to see which coins they would want to list at the beginning of their launch. And keep in mind, Fidelity has freaking $2.5 trillion under management. And imagine if they just took 1% of everyone's portfolio and just suggested, hey, take your 1%, maybe get a little cryptocurrency. It's highly volatile, could make you some good money over the long term. So 2.5 trillion, and this is just one company wanting to get into crypto custody service. There's like the likes of Ameritrade, Citibank, Bank of America, Nominal Holdings, Bank of New York Mellon, BlackRock, Northern Trust. I mean, there's some gigantic guys like Goldman Sachs wanting to get in these crypto platforms. So that's why I think, you know, for XRP, a catalyst is definitely mass adoption of banking and financial institutions for cross-border payments. But I think this is like the main catalyst for crypto in general, is these institutional backed platforms. But again, so this article isn't, it doesn't have a confirmed source or anything, so I'm not going to get too in-depth into it. But it's basically just saying that Fidelity's new crypto custody service may officially launch in March, according to an anonymous source. So we really have to trust CoinDesk's and Bloomberg's credibility. And man, I got to tell you, they don't have much credibility to begin with. So the real only reason I'm going over this is because I feel like this specifically is factual, because Fidelity has stated that they do plan to get into cryptocurrency custody back a couple months ago, in kind of more like mid to late 2018. So it was confirmed information. So I have no doubt in my mind that they're probably, they even say they're aiming. So this isn't confirmed, but they say they're really aiming for March for a formal launch. And the reason why it's probably March is because pending regulatory approval. So it'd be really cool to see if we can actually get Fidelity launching it in March. We know Bakkt is still pending regulatory approval. They're trying to get all their things going, and I believe all of these institutions, these institutional backed platforms, I believe they're all really applying and trying to get that confirmation from Uncle Sam that they can operate, you know, and really get the permission to, again, pending regulatory approval, to actually, you know, hold customers, you know, crypto custody, and have like AML and KYC in place, you know, so everything's all, you know, up to regulatory standards. So even though this information isn't 100% confirmed, I believe this is most likely factual, considering the fact that they have confirmed it, and they are in pretty much all of these guys that are getting into regulatory, or that are getting into institutional backed platforms, they're all pending regulatory approval, and they're probably all going to launch in a similar time frame, in my opinion. So I do want to share this with you guys, that they actually may be launching in March based on anonymous sources. But I feel like it's probably more realistic that it will actually happen. Just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. So, next piece of information today I wanted to show you guys. This is at the Paris fintech forum that's going on right now, you know, with Brad Garlinghouse and the Swift CEO. Their fireside chat's supposed to happen tomorrow, so I am going to try to beat Stephen D up to that video. All jokes aside, though, they do have the Paris fintech forum. They do have a YouTube account, and most likely after the 30th, probably 8 to 9 hours after, they'll probably start releasing video clips so people can kind of watch the recap of the actual event. But anyways, xRapid partner MoneyNet Int, I believe they're out of the UK, again, correct me if I'm wrong. And what's really cool here is you can see their little banner they got for their little what do you call this here, not like a panel, but like kind of little startup booth, where, all these startups kind of come to these events and show what they really got. And it's really cool to see here how a xRapid partner, MoneyNet Int, is actually saying runs on Ripple below their logo. We remember from a couple months ago when the runs on Ripple like officially went through copyright and trademarks. That's like something official that you're going to see on when you're using money transfer apps that leverage Ripple. They're gonna let the customer know that, hey, they are leveraging Ripple technology. They could choose either this or they can choose Swift. So the significance here is this definitely proves that Ripple is pushing towards getting their logo with their partners' advertisements, essentially. And what I think the real significant part here is, with other xRapid partners like Western Union and MoneyGram, I mean, if we get runs on Ripple with those companies, I mean, guys, the consumer-facing like just knowledge of Ripple is going to end up growing, because I'm kind of curious as to how hard does Ripple really push to get the runs on Ripple logo in there, because for the company themselves, they do have a valid reason for not wanting to say running on Ripple, because again, you're letting your competitors know how you are actually really undercutting their consumer facing cost by like 80-90%, right? But I wonder if Ripple, I wonder what they really do to get a company to put runs on Ripple with like advertisements, banners, and like on the actual online platform itself. But either way, I would really love to see this with another xRapid partner like MoneyGram, because you start seeing MoneyGram, they're saying they're running on Ripple and they're pushing money through. I mean, man, oh man, would that be some good publicity right there. So next piece of information today, this is, okay, ready? Old news alert. I know some people in the comments love to call out content creators when we go over old news. So just want to give you a big alert. This is some old news, but actually really isn't old news, because this specific video clip I don't think was really, widely seen by the XRP community. So this was someone, I believe it's a CEO or executive from IDT Corporation. And there's this video clip, and I'm not going to show the video, but he essentially says that their pilot exceeded their expectations massively, right? And essentially, basically that's what it is. The expectations were massively exceeded, and they're trying to create a new product where like the consumer creates a limit order, for the Forex market, and then when the transaction is executed, if the rate reaches that price. And basically also, another thing he said in the video clip was he said they ran an intensive trial for 30 days. So they made it sound like, if you think of intensive trial, you're thinking they're probably pushing a lot of, volume through the XRP ledger, considering the fact they are a confirmed xRapid partner. He does state in this video clip that the 30-day trial was very intensive, and if we use kind of like logic and reasoning, I feel like we can assume that they were pushing a lot of money through the XRP ledger to test out how it was really going. And I'm gonna throw on my tinfoil hat for a bit here, but the pre-swell pump, maybe, just maybe, this could have been IDT test. I'm not even thinking this is, I don't think this has like a good chance of being true, but my curiosity is getting the best of me, how he says that they ran a very intensive trial over the 30 days. So I feel like somewhere in here, one of these little pumps could have been maybe from IDT Mercury. But again, just throw my tinfoil hat. It's really nothing to be taken seriously. I don't even think it has a really good chance of being true. But it really did interest me how they did say that they were doing a very intensive trial. Now, last thing which ties into this is, guys, IDT Corporation is quite large. They are public. They are on the New York Stock Exchange. And look at this. Look at all their subsidiaries, guys. Look at all of this potential. Look at all of this potential for money transfer. Look at that. Look at that. This is what I did not realize. IDT has a freaking ton of subsidiaries. I mean, that is a lot of potential. That's a lot of potential companies right here to be leveraging XP digital assets. So they're very serious about it, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't have ran a very intensive trial. So that is that, guys. IDT Corporation, very large, very large company, and they ran a very intensive trial on xRapid. So honestly, we should be seeing rollout this year of the publicly known xRapid clients. And man, it would be nice to get some significant volume to start seeing xRapid move in the XRP price. So, and honestly, guys, I don't think we're too far away from that. I feel like 2019 is the year of deployment, because somebody from Ripple, I can't exactly name who stated, I forgot. I go over so many good pieces of information, it's hard to keep track sometimes, but someone said from Ripple that they no longer run proof of concepts anymore. Now it's just like the product's out there, it's live, you pay for it and you use it. There's like is no more proof of concept. So honestly, I feel like they are in the phase of massive deployment. So thank you guys for watching this video today. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you do want to support the channel. Get yourself a Nano S, guys. They're only $60 now, down from 100, so they are actually way cheaper than they used to be. So they're pretty affordable now, and really $60 is nothing compared to what your XRP could be worth in the future. And make sure to turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video or stream. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I always do appreciate your insight, and I'll see you guys in the next one.